Hello and welcome to the Otaku Network podcast. My name is Steve.
And I'm David.
And this is week 6 of Weekly Ranma.
Our spin-off show where we talk about Ranma 1/2 remake, an anime that was quintessential to Steve's taste in anime as he was a impressionable young teenager back in
the mid-90s.
Mid-90s. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 80s or 90s.
Yeah, it was 90s.
You were born in the 80s, right?
Yeah. No, I was born in the 70s.
That's right, 70s. You were a child in the 80s.
I was, yes.
You guys know the drill. we got to we got to think of assignments this week.
That might be a tough one with this one.
Once this Ranma series ends, I and I know Steve does too, would really like to fill this slot with something that you guys would really like to see and would really like, or what you guys would like to see so that we can also fulfill some of the desires that you want from our podcast.
Yeah, it could be an old series, a new series. Definitely not something that's progressively long.
Please, dear God.
We're looking for something that's maybe 1 or 2 cores long.
Or like, I would even yield and say like, watch a specific arc of one of the longer animes.
See,
that's reasonable.
But if you don't have all of the prerequisite viewing, not everything will make sense or be worthwhile.
Just TLDR it.
Maybe that could be.
Do you really need
concept.
all the backstory for the Frieza saga? You eventually figure out that Vegeta came to Earth, fucked it up, and everybody hates him.
So the episode starts off with Ranma in girl type form encountering a strange combat situation in an empty lot. A black-haired girl is facing 3 mummies, who she proceeds to begin whooping their asses with various rhythmic gymnastic implementations until Ranma steps in and is like, look, you've already won. At this point, you're just beating a horse, a dead horse. The girl introduces herself as Kodachi the Black Rose and ho-ho-hos herself off into the distance.
She is a ho-ho-ho.
The 3 mummies reveal themselves to be girls who are part of the rhythmic gymnastic team for Furinken High, who just got their ass kicked by their competitor because, she doesn't play very fair. All 4 of them end back up at the Tendo house, where the 3 girls are begging Akane to stand in for them in the upcoming Martial Arts Rhythmic Gymnastic competition. Yes, using rhythmic gymnastic implementations for combat sport.
Hell yeah.
Akane agrees, figuring how hard could it be? I'm a martial artist. I got this. And then failing utterly. Ryoga, who has been living as Pichan, decides that he can't watch this any longer, scurries off, jumps into the tub with Son Tendo, who doesn't bat an eye.
Witnesses a man's ass in his face and doesn't even bat an eye.
It's just like, yep, that's how things are nowadays.
He's like, that's Japan's ass.
Ryoga rushes into the dojo and is like, Akane, I'm going to train you. We're going to do this, girl. So then we cut to school.
It is concerning that Ryoga knows all this rhythmic gymnastics.
Ryoga's a man of many talents. Did you not see the plethora of weapons he had upon him in his fight with Ranma?
Yeah, that's fair.
The man is skilled. He's not bright, and he has no sense of direction, but he's a fighter.
He's also a pervert.
Kodachi arrives at the Tendo house, learning from whatever witchcraft that Akane is going to be the substitution, and does her best to influence the outcome of the event by trying to, kill or maim Akane.
Break her legs.
Yeah.
And Akane's just like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, pretty much. Akane defends herself, Kodachi backs off, and then in a moment where the stars align, she comes into contact with the man of her dreams, or better yet, the kettle of hot water he was carrying. Ranma's chasing Ryoga to punish him for being a perverted Pichan, and clocks Kodachi in the head of the kettle and sees that he did some damage to a woman and goes to rescue her, regretting the decision once he realized who it was. Kodachi, only knowing girl-type Ranma, instantly becomes smitten with boy-type Ranma and pretty much puts him up on a pedestal as if he is her Prince Charming. The next day at school, as they're walking through the courtyard, Kodachi makes an appearance again, not to harass Akane, but more to profess her undying love for Ranma. At which point you learn that Kuno is Kodachi's older brother, and the stupidity does not fall very far from that tree. Kuno approves of his sister's choice of courtship and encourages Ranma to just kind of go along with it, and then wishes Akane luck because he knows how devious and deceitful his sister is in the upcoming contest.
And then just walks away.
And then, walks away in a flurry of rose petals.
That's a common theme in that family.
Yeah, they're nuts. They're dramatic.
Also, their rose budget is insane.
So they haven't gotten into this yet, but their family is really wealthy. They are children of old money.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they live in a palatial mansion. They have old samurai blood money. Akane is more determined now than ever to defeat Kodachi, because Kodachi proposes that whoever wins the contest will earn the right to date Ranma. Now, Akane says that she's not doing it for Ranma, which I tend to think is true, because Akane has a lot of pride. She's really trying to win this for herself, because she wouldn't be able to face herself if she got her ass kicked by this crazy woman. During the training, though, Akane has an accident and sprains her ankle, so her ability to compete in the contest is very unlikely at this point, and the only substitute that all three of the Tendo sisters can think of is going to be girl-type Ranma.
And Ryoga.
Well,
Ryoga also.
Ryoga's training. Ryoga's like, I'm going to train the shit out of you, Ranma. And Ranma's like, I don't want to wear a leotard.
Too bad. I also like the little aside when Pichan finally comes back and has like the stuff on his back from, what was it, Hokkaido and
Kyoto.
Kyoto, yeah.
Yeah, so Ryoga got lost, and in comes a road-weary, package-laden Pichan. And they're like, wait, where have you been? And Ranma's looking through the packages, and he goes, oh, X, Y, and Z. Where were you really trying to go? And Akane's like, God, he's not Ryoga. And he's like, huh, you're bad at directions, aren't you, Pichan? You had asked while we were watching it why Ranma just doesn't tattle on Ryoga. I mean, Ranma has a sense of honor about him. He respects that Ryoga doesn't want his secret out, but Ranma is still conflicted with how Ryoga is apparently abusing it by being Pichan and spending an inordinate amount of quality time with Akane in her bed. Ranma doesn't want to expose Ryoga easily. He wants to expose him in a roundabout way that will not necessarily destroy Ranma's pride. Ryoga, not so much. But he just wants to expose him outside of just saying, that Pichan's Ryoga.
Ryoga exposed his secret to fucking Mr. Tendo.
Look, I don't know what's wrong with Son, but...
that man's dead inside. That man lost the ability to feel feelings a decade ago.
No, I think it came to the point where once he knew that the legacy of his family was secure with Ranma showing up, I think he pretty much just clocked out after that point.
He just doesn't give a fuck. He's legally brain dead now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, to be fair, now that Genma's family future is also secure, he just lives as a panda.
In reality, though, Genma's never put a lot of work into life.
Fair, but still, he's just living life as a panda now.
Oh yeah, he loves being his panda form. So this is our first of many martial arts insert sport activity events. What do you think the episode's going to be like next week with the Martial Arts Rhythmic Gymnastic event?
Ridiculous, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty funny. Ryoga is probably going to do something stupid, or Pichan will do something stupid. I just don't know what form or what type Ryoga will take. Pichan type or Ryoga type. I feel like it'll be a nail biter, but in the end, Ranma will win his own heart.
He's going to protect the sanctity of himself. So then we'll have both of the Kunos believing that girl type Ranma and boy type Ranma are destined to be lovers at this point.
I would have liked to see Akane actually participate and win, but alas, she sprained her ankle.
Yep, carelessly placed ball.
I was mildly disappointed in that.
So this episode covered about 2 episodes worth of the show. I had forgotten that there was a segment during the introduction of Ryoga from the original series that appears to be a filler where he's kidnapped by some crazy old rich guy who wants to use him as his heir, and Ranma has to go rescue him. So I'm actually really glad that that's not in this, because it was pretty bad to begin with, even in the original run. Like, I didn't even like that little arc.
So wait, was Ryoga the one that got kidnapped, or was Pichan?
Pichan got kidnapped.
Okay. Why would he want to make a little pig his heir?
The dude looked like a pig himself.
Oh, okay.
It was really weird. I don't even remember the specifics.
Okay.
Like I said, I completely forgot it even happened.
Okay.
So we dodged that bullet.
See, it's a good thing they're cutting the filler out.
Oh, absolutely. All right, anything else?
No, very enjoyable episode this week. As you heard from my laughter at a lot of points in the show today.
Yeah, you hadn't been exposed to the the classic anime villainous ho 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 cackle?
No, I had not, and it caught me very off guard. Now I want to watch the English dub just to see if she has a similar ho ho ho.
I would hope so, yeah.
Also, watching it in Japanese this week, Pichan's sounds are the same between Japan and United States.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. It saves money not to have to redub sound effects.
Have somebody just be Pichan.
Yeah.
Just use the same person, God damn it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Japanese pig noises are the same as American pig noises.
But yeah, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment. We love interacting with everybody. And don't forget the regular podcast, which comes out on Wednesdays, where we talk about 3 new shows for the season: Suma Shogakuse Ninaru, Lumiburo, and Orb, which, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Orb may be the best anime this season.
Probably.
It's between that or Dan to Dan.
I still need to watch Dan to Dan. I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. I just need to.
I'm going to lean into Orb being best this season because everybody loves Dan to Dan. Dan to Dan's good, but Orb's really good and I think underappreciated.
Oh, it's fantastic.
All right. Thanks again. And we will see you guys next time.
Deuces.